Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Greetings, dear ones, how pleased we are to be in your presence today. We honor you for making the commitment to come and anchor the energies of the group and, of course, when we say group, we mean not only those who are in the room at this time, but also those of you who will be experiencing this transmission on your internet, at a later time. We commend you for your bravery, for your good spirits, for your wonderful senses of humor, for your tenacity, for your generous, loving, and hopeful hearts, as you continue to move forward during these amazing times. We wish to tell you, yet again, that you are doing an absolutely magnificent job. You are learning to honor yourselves, you are learning to balance your divinity and your humanity. You are learning to grow and evolve and move and release and integrate, and you are learning how to do it with far greater grace and ease than ever before. You have learned much over the last few years of your linear time. You have shifted profoundly and you are behaving and navigating your lives in ways that are supporting you, and honoring you, like never before. But what we are finding with a great number of human beings, is that as you are letting go of your old belief systems that no longer honor you, many of you are experiencing a residual leftover fear of love, and that is what we wish to address for you today. As you move forward on your ascension path, as you continue to release and integrate higher vibrating energies, you are stripping away everything that is other than the love that you are. Dear ones, hear us when we say that you are born from unconditional love. There is no point on your journey when you are not unconditionally loved from Source. That is the truth of your being. You are beings of love. That is your operating system. So all of this growth, all of this shifting that you have been doing, is to get back to the love that you are. To put it clearer, you are moving from a false conditional love model into the true unconditional love that you are. Almost all of you have been raised in a conditional love model. You have been taught that love is like a treat that is doled out to you if you behave well enough. If you are perfect enough, if you are kind enough, if you are enough, you will earn the reward of love. And because of this, you have had love and power all mixed up. Those in power over you will love and approve of you if you are good enough, and if you are not, you will be rejected. This has caused tremendous problems for you. It has come from your theology you must be good to gain favor from God. It has spread into your families to receive love from your parents, you must be good. And now you have placed this model upon yourself, you must be good according to your own impossible standards for you to love yourself. This is a pattern that has been perpetuated and infiltrated your life in all areas. And yet, here you are releasing and letting go of so many old beliefs to find yourself, surprisingly, to be a being of unconditional love. What does that mean? How can I be a being of unconditional love when I am afraid of being judged, when I am afraid of being rejected, when what has been sold to me as love has not felt good at all? How can you feel safe to be unconditionally loving when the vast majority of what you have experienced so far in your earthly life expression has been some form of conditional love? This has caused a great deal of confusion, being told something was love and then having it used as a tool to hurt and control you. It is like somebody offered you ice cream. You heard ice cream was wonderful, so you wanted it. But what you really got was radishes, and it turns out you don't like radishes, at all. Hear us when we say that much of what you have been sold as being love has not been love at all. But just like as you figure out what ice cream really is, and isn't, you can wholeheartedly enjoy it without fear, so it is with love. So now is your opportunity to change, now that your belief systems about love are evolving. It is time for you to finally accept yourselves as the beings of love that you truly are. It is time to embrace love as your truth. If you are being completely honest, for most people their first instinct in any situation is to be loving, yet they stop themselves because they are afraid that it will be foolish, or that it will backfire on them, or hurt them in some way. You must learn how to move beyond what love is not, so that you can move into what it is. So we would say to you that all of the things that have hurt you, the betrayal, the abandonment, the pain that has been sold to you as being love, hasn't been love at all. It has been the absence of love that has hurt you, and you are right in wanting to avoid the absence of love. You are absolutely justified in wanting to avoid the pain that comes from the absence of love. Do you see? You were right. So if you know what you do not want, which is conditional love or the absence of love, we encourage you to move into what you do want, which is unconditional, accepting, safe, delicious, wonderful love. To heal beyond the absence of love, you must embrace the presence of love. How do we do that, will be the next question. It must begin within. You must begin to see yourself as the being of love that you are. You came from Source, dear ones. You came from unconditional love. How could you be anything other than that? It is time for you to embrace your own divinity, your own truth, and to stop beating yourself up, and abandoning yourself, and putting conditional love models upon yourself. As you learn to love, honor and nurture yourself, you will be healing into an energetic space that can only draw to you more unconditional love. As you stop trying to eradicate your ego selves, and rather become your own loving guide, your own loving parent, your own superhero, as you go find your wounded inner child and give it the love that it was always looking for, you will settle into a much calmer space about love, because you will not be navigating from a place of fear and separation. You will be integrating, healing, unifying, and embodying what you wish to experience more of. As you accept your divinity, you will be moving into an alignment with Source that allows love to flow to you, and through you. It will allow you to be so aligned that there will be so much love flooding through you, that it can't help but spill out all over the place. You will start to feel the abundance of unconditional love that exists for you rather than trying to put a limited mindset upon it. Love is not a limited commodity. There is more than enough for everyone. It is your essence. And as you start to become that safe, loving model of unconditional love for yourself, you will be so whole, and so healed, and feeling just so joyous, that it can't help but spill out into all areas of your life. When your expectation is love, that is what you will get. So we ask you to ask yourself a very simple question. How much more would you love if there was a guarantee that you would not get hurt? If it is a lot more than you are loving right now, it is a good indicator to you how much you need to shift your beliefs about love. It lets you know whether you are in alignment with the unconditional love that you are, or not. Dear ones, let go of the idea that to love wholly and completely is stupid or foolhardy. How can you expect to have the full experience if you are only willing to stick your big toe in the water? You cannot. You must be it. You must let go of the illusions, the old stories that are just no longer valid, and embody your truth to be all of the things that you wish to experience. Safely moving into love means that you love yourself enough to have healthy boundaries. It means that the love that you give and accept is empowering to all, not just one. So many of you have come in on service contracts and had love relationships that were built upon you saving another, knowing more than another, being the healer, the fixer, the rescuer. While your tender hearts were in the right place, that is not empowering love. Love encourages others to find their own source of love, their own divinity, and to shine their brightest light. When you are rescuing, you are perpetuating victim consciousness. You are, in effect, saying, I don't trust you to get it right, which is very disempowering. It feeds dependency rather than supporting empowerment. It also leaves you out of the equation. Many of you who are on service contracts have a lot of trouble accepting love. You are here to give and to serve, so you find it difficult to accept love. Dear ones, you must move into that stream of love in order to be everything that you can be, for yourself, and for others. Do you see? It means fairness and balance. It means that love must be served to everybody involved, in copious amounts, including yourself. Unconditional love means that you see people for who they are and you believe them. It means that you love them enough to be wherever they are and you allow them to have their own experiences, to find their own light, and to move into the knowingness of unconditional love for themselves. When you are unconditionally loving to yourself, you let the safe people into your inner circle. You know who that is. You know the people of equal integrity, acceptance, divinity, transparency, truth. You know people who are consistently loving to you are safe in your inner circle. If people have not yet moved into the ability to be that unconditionally loving person for you, it doesn't mean you should withdraw your love for them. It simply means that you honor them for where they are, but you recognize they are not a safe person to have in your innermost circle. When you become discerning and love yourself enough to choose to put only safe people in your inner circle, there is no longer a reason to fear love. Many of you will say, "Well, Gabriel, I thought this person was safe, so I let them in my inner circle and they weren't safe for me at all." Dear ones, if you are completely honest with yourselves, you will have to admit that there were warning signs from the people who have hurt you. Most people will show you exactly who they are very early on. On the rare occasion that you are completely surprised by another, accept the truth that they are not safe for you and act accordingly. If someone behaved in a manner that was cruel and unpredictable to a beloved child, would you not immediately step in to protect the child? We urge you to give that same tender care to yourselves. Do you see? You can all do this. You are all so ready for this. Moving into navigating your life through unconditional love is the next frontier for you. This is the next amazing thing for you to experience. This will continue to drive this grand shift that you are such a pivotal part of. You will be the models of what to be, of how to connect with your truth. You will be the shining teachers by example. You will be embodying how true, unconditional love does not hurt. It uplifts, it encourages, it expands and grows, it supports everyone, it heals. It is not something to be afraid of, it is what you have been seeking all along. Love yourselves enough to be the love that you are. Love yourselves enough to wholeheartedly express and draw to you the love that you deserve. This is what we wished to share with you today. It has been our great pleasure. Archangel Gabriel through Shelley Young.